seconds.
Hi guys, get your water in. And I have a banana. And I have some coffee. Oh, it is hot. Hi guys, today I want to talk about why I shouldn't have had no kid 16 years later. I should have just had all my kids when I was way younger. I think having your kids when you're younger, or it used to be having your kid when you're older is better. But now, I wish I would have had all my kids around the same time. I was 16, 17, and 19. Then I was 34. Then I was either 38 or 39 when I had my daughter. I wish I would have had, after I had the first three, I wish I could have only waited about 3 years and then had my son, not 16 years. Because my last, out of my 3 oldest kids, I was just trying to get my daughter. But I'm kind of glad, because if I would have had a daughter after my last son, I would have stopped at work and had no more kids, and I wouldn't have had 2. I would only have 1, my daughter. Because that's what I was trying to get. I should have tried to have 1 more. I think it's better with 3 kids around the, the 2 grew up together, because either one out of those 3 gonna be close, really close to the other 2, I think. And then one of them would have had somebody to hang out. But in my case, the way their daddy grew up, the way I grew up, I think they all 3 would have been close. It's different when you have a boy and a girl, other than if you had 2 boys or 2 girls. If you have a boy and a girl, you gotta have that 3rd child, so it could be, be with that boy or the girl, or be with both in many cases. I wish I would have had at least 7 kids, because I be seeing people be telling their kid, you don't need no friends, you got your friends here. And that's true, they grow up together, they don't have to go out there, looking for no friend. You have 6, 7 kids, they can play with the kids at home. I really do think it's better when you do have a lot of kids. At least 3. You need at least 3 kids. Maybe if those 2 is the same sex. But if you have a boy and a girl, you need that 3rd one. I think you really do. I think you really do need that 3rd child. I wish I would have, but I was older. If I would have had another kid, the 3rd one, I would have been in my 40s. And yeah, you know how they say when you're over 35, it's not safe. And so yeah, that's the only reason why, because I didn't want to have no baby, with Down syndrome or any other type of stuff over 35. I didn't want to chance that, so I got my tubes tied after I had my daughter, straight after I had my daughter, because I had a C-section. And after I delivered her, they just went in there and tied them. I wish I wouldn't have did it, but I'm happy I did do it, because I'd probably be in jail dead somewhere if I would have had a kid, even with autism, because you know how people are so mean. I would have been knocking people out, looking at my baby crazy, because I see how people be, doing autism kids, looking at them and and I wouldn't have went for that. So it probably was best I stopped, because if I would have had a baby with autism or something, I think I really would have went to jail a couple of times. I'm serious. Wish I wouldn't have had my last 2 kids. It has been on my mind. This is not easy to say, and I hope people understand where I'm coming from. I think you guys will, because of what's going on. And this economy is where is the American dream? I just hope and pray it's on hold, because I still have 2 younger kids that need to get out there and, enjoy their life. Sometimes I sit and think maybe I should not have had my children later in life. I don't mean that I regret my kid. I love my children with all my heart. And if I had to choose again, I would always choose them. What I question is the timing. Life today is so much harder than I ever imagined. Everything is so expensive. If I can go back and see this life now, and if I can go back, I don't think I would have had them, because now, back in my day, as soon as we turned 18, we was gone. As soon as we had a baby, got pregnant, we was gone. You know, at 18, a lot of kids back in my day got their own place. Even in my other 3 kids did, because they're in their 40s. As soon as they turned 18, they was ready to go. They was ready to go. And that's the way it should be. You shouldn't push them out, but if they're ready to go, let them go. And now life is just not like that. It's not. Things are so expensive. I would understand if the pay, was caught up with how it's so expensive. You got paid more, like at least $30 an hour, it would be a little bit easier. But it's so hard now. I can't even afford to eat. I went to Kroger the other day and got $76 worth of food. It wasn't even nothing. 1 pack of ribs, some sausages, some cheese, some beans. Only meat I got was those ribs. And a few other little more things, chili bean, some rotel, tomato stuff, some cheese. It's $76. I can't believe that. Back in the day when I go to the store with $76, my basket be full. Guys, I'm serious. You can go on even on this channel and look at my older video when I used to go to the grocery store. I used to have so much food. The basket be so full. But now it's not even a quarter of an inch full. It's not even, show ain't half full, it's not even a quarter. I can't believe that little stuff. $76. Crazy. Then popcorn. Grocery costs more, gas costs more, insurance goes up. Bills never seem to stop coming. It feels like every month there's another surprise expense. Every month. It seems like something happened. Like you get an extra bill or something break, you have to get it fixed. Sometimes I wish I had more energy. I wish I could do more physical. That's my problem, because I'm 60. And I wish I had more years to build every time and before. Raising kids, those thoughts cross my mind, because life is difficult. I wish I would have, have saved more so I can help my kid. That was the whole thing. I bought everybody their first car. So my one son, because he don't want to drive, and my other son, he couldn't wait. That's the way it should be, guys. When our kids graduate from school, did good in school, when they graduate high school, we need to buy them a new car. Well, not no new car. We need to buy them their first little car. We need to. That's what I was saying. Okay, buy you your first car. You get to working. At 18, then you working, and going to school, or, working or going to school. And then after you get your first car, you pay it out. Now you're still at home. Then you'll be ready for your apartment. You don't want to be paying no car payment and move out. That's hard. You don't want to do that. So you pay your car off at home. Or if you don't want to buy you another car, that car that I bought you, move out your first apartment. And I think when our kids move out, we should be able to at least pay the first month rent, or help them pay the deposit, or get them some kind of furniture like a living room set or a bedroom set. We should do that. Our kids did not ask to be here. We brought them here. So we have to, help them along the line. Tell them what to do, what not to do. If they want to listen, that's on their own. But I think buy them their first little used car later. If they want a better car, get them a car, pay that out, move to their apartment. in their apartment, they work, or stay home, work. Be looking for your husband or your wife. Stay at home. You can still stay at home and work. Then you find your little person you think you can, deal with for the next 40, 50 years. Later, y'all get married. And after you get married, start having a little family. Don't get married. Guys, I know it's so hard nowadays to get married. A lot of people getting a divorce. But try to be married before you have your baby. Try to be married before you have your first baby. Don't just get that man a baby and he don't want to give you that ring. I think that's very important. Divorces now, but that's so very important, to don't have a baby first, get married first, and then have your baby, and then let that child see what a family's supposed to be, and y'all just work together, grow together. Women, don't be like most of you women out here. They want to meet a rich man right out the back. They don't want to help get rich with that man. They want to meet a rich man right out the back, and no, look for your husband to build your life together. As a parent, you always want to help your children, no matter how old they are. You want them to have opportunities. You want them to be there when they need you. But when money is tight, it can make you feel like you're not doing enough, even when you're giving everything you have. I know I'm not the only person who feel like this. I know I'm not. See the future. I don't think I would have had two more. Or if I would have a third one or more. I think it's really good to have a big family. That way your kids can be there for each other. If you need help when you're older, 1 out of 10 of those kids gonna help you, because you can't expect your kids to help you. But if you got 10 kids, I know 2 of them gonna help you. You get older, we're gonna get older. We're gonna get all messed up. And we might need our kids to help take care of us. But yeah, if I could see life now, because the American dream is not there, I just pray as a whole. And it's not fair to our younger kids nowadays, especially the ones that want something out of life, the ones that want something. It's not fair to them, as they growing up. I know they be thinking like, my mama told me if I do this and if I do that, this and that will happen. But I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and nothing's happening. I'm having hard times. I can't do it. I want to move. I want to get me a new car, but it's impossible. And that's not fair to our kids. It's not. If the prices are going to go up on everything, put the pay up. I think if minimum wage was at least $30 an hour, I think everybody be good. At least $25 to $30 an hour. Guys, put in the comment down below, do you think the American dream is going to come back? Do you think it's going to come back? Do you think things is going to change where kids have more of an opportunity to do things they want to do to succeed in life? All I can say, when you get your first job, it used to be you can get your first job, you can act crazy, and then when you get by in your late 20s, then you can straighten up. Nowadays, as soon as you turn 18, you gotta work, do what you can do to make your older life better. You gotta get you a 401k plan. You gotta start saving money. You gotta go. Ain't no waiting nowadays. I know Hispanic, they all live together, put together to help each other. Then when Tom got his house, everybody move out, go help Harry get their house. I wish we could, do that. And parents, please, when your kids turn 18, don't put them on. Wow, especially if they doing something. They just laying around, ain't doing nothing. And then you gotta tell them they gotta go. But don't put your kids out. Oh, because you 18, you gotta go. Try to do your best. Hopefully, American dream come back. Where you work, go to school, get married, have a family. But over 18, it's bad out there, guys. And if you are able to let your kids stay with you, let them stay. As I'm saying, people, you got to get off of Section 8. The kid income too. And then what if they make so much? And they're going to be like, oh, you can't qualify. And then you're going to tell your kid, I can't let you stay here. So that's why, guys, y'all got to get off of Section 8 in order to help your kid. But even if you still do qualify, say your rent is $300. I say, okay, we add her income. The rent going to be $600 to stay there. I don't know how that works, but some people, especially if it's only like one parent and you, by that kid working, you're not gonna qualify. And you gotta watch your kids out there in the streets struggling. Then you older, you can't move out of your Section 8 because you're older now. That's why you gotta work. You gotta get off Section 8. But if you are working, at least you can work more or get a better job. Get off of Section 8 and then your kid can, get something together. Or maybe you can go buy you a house and the kid can live there with you and help you. You helping each other, guys. So y'all need to wake up. What are you gonna do when your last kid turned 18 and you're not disabled? And they're gonna say, well, your last kid 18, gotta go. We gotta do better so our kids can do better because we are the example for them.